believers of Christ. Hope you're doing well. So today I'll be taking you guys through Genesis chapter 5 verse 20. And it says, altogether, Jared lived a total of 962 years and then he died. That's the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So this verse has 7 main teachings or lessons we can take away from it. The first one, even the longest life comes to an end. Jared lived 962 years, but he still died, just as God had said in Genesis 3 verse 9. Yeah, go check out that episode, Genesis 3 verse 9. It was an amazing episode. This reminds us that no one can escape death. We must prepare for eternity, as seen in Hebrews chapter 9 verse 27. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. The second teaching, life on earth is temporary. Life on earth is temporary, but it can be meaningful. Though brief compared to eternity, a life well lived honors God. We should make each day count, as seen in Psalms chapter 90 verse 12. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. The third teaching, God keeps his word. God said sin would bring death, and this verse confirms that. We learn that God is faithful to both his promises and his warnings. Yes, God is faithful to both his promises and his warnings, as seen in Numbers chapter 23 verse 19. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. The fourth teaching, a quiet life can still be a godly life. Jared wasn't famous like Enoch or Noah, but he's recorded in the Bible. Yes, Jared wasn't as famous as Enoch or Noah, but he still got recorded in scripture. That is very powerful. This shows you don't need fame to live a life pleasing to God. Yes, as seen in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11. Yes, fame is not that important when it comes to living a godly life. Yes, fame is not that important when it comes to living a godly life. You can still live a godly life without being famous or popular. That is very powerful. The fifth teaching, legacy is often seen in our children. Jared's life set the stage for Enoch, who walked with God, as we're going to see in the next episodes. Can't wait, stay tuned guys, it's going to be amazing episodes. We're finally getting to Enoch, the man of God, the man who walked with God. Our greatest impact might be through those who we raise and mentor. Because Jared mentored Enoch in the ways of living a godly life. The sixth teaching, our end is not the end of God's plan. Jared died, but God's plan continues and is never hindered, as seen in Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. God's redemptive story moved on through Jared's family to Enoch and beyond till Noah. It moved beyond. God's redemptive story always moves to our family members long after we are gone. It's in terms of legacy. It's part of legacy. The seventh and final teaching, remembering our mortality and living for eternity. We all face death, so we must live with heaven in mind. This verse calls us to focus on what lasts beyond this life, as seen in Colossians chapter 3 verse 2. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. We as Christians should live each day with purpose, knowing it's limited. Yes, we should make the most of each day, knowing that we have a limited time on earth as Christians. We as Christians should trust God with the legacy we are leaving behind. We as Christians should focus on faithfulness, not fame, because God sees our works. We as Christians should accept our mortality and let it lead us to godly living. We as Christians should invest in our families and those we mentor, because our faith can outlive us. We as Christians should keep an eternal mindset that this world is not our home. Heaven is. Yes, heaven is our home, not this world. So we should always have an eternal mindset, a mindset for eternity, life after death. We as Christians should let our deaths be a continuation of our testimonies, not the end of them. So that's all I had for today, guys. Thank you very much, and as usual, God bless.